To go down, Huddle Sports Network, yeah, we own this town. Mic in hand, dreams in the air. Step to the stage, what you got, don't care. Huddle up, it's time for the show. Open mic vibes, let your talent flow. Every Saturday night, 7 p.m. on the dot. Central Standard Time, give it all you've got. Don't matter if you're seasoned or just starting out. Step to the front, shout it loud, no doubt. Rhymes, beats, verses, the energy's lit. Huddle Sports Network, this is where we get fit. Everybody's welcome, no need to hide.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
That's what I get for playing the wrong intro, I guess, huh?
Dude, who did you have? John Sullivan do the voiceover there at the end? Was John Sullivan your voiceover guy?
No, I don't know. Bill does all our intros and outros, so he works the magic. Yeah,
does he have an AI of John Sullivan on there? Because it certainly sounded like him, but
he might. You never know. I mean, they're pretty good friends. You never know. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the Red Zone Rant Sunday edition. Sorry, I forgot to change the music on the intro from last night.
Yeah.
Anyway, we was having a good conversation before the show, and I spaced out.
Well, again, what are the terms? Do you have to get a tattoo of Lawrence Taylor on your ass if you lose this bet?
So basically, I bet it with Chad and Brent $100 each that the Giants will do better than the Lions, and I'm sticking to it. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if you laugh. It's gonna happen, man. I'm telling you.
He says it's gonna happen.
Meanwhile, back on planet Earth,
we'll see.
I think you should have waited.
The Giants have the hardest schedule out of any team in the NFL.
You should have waited until after the schedule came out, man. You should have waited until after the schedule came out.
Hey, it don't matter because I'm still not worried about it, okay?
Yeah, Lions going to flop anyway. They'll be back in the base.
I mean, Eric, I live in Florida. You could have just Zelled me money and I could have put a Hard Rock bet on you. Like, you could have given that to me and then I would have reimbursed you for whatever you would have had if you would have said then you could have actually had actual monetary compensation. Now it's like you're burning $100 to each. It's like you're burning $100.
That's pretty much what he's doing, right? Pretty much.
Oh, man. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Hey, God, let me ask you this. Did we expect Minnesota to do what they did last year? Did we expect the Commanders to do what they did last year?
No, but I wasn't making $100 bet on it. I can tell you that right now. I certainly wasn't making $100 bet. And I'm the biggest Vikings fan as you're going to know. There's no way I thought the Vikings were going to do that well with Darnold. I thought they were going to look like competitive, but I didn't think they were going 14-3.
Yeah,
like competitive.
Eric, you have to realize that the NFC North played an easy schedule last year.
They played the AFC South.
They ain't playing an easy schedule this year. They have the hardest schedule of all the 32 teams.
That is true.
But what makes you think the Giants are playing an easier schedule? They're going to lose 4 games at least to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders, and maybe they'll split against Dallas. I mean, that's 1-5 right there.
I see 0-17.
Oh my goodness!
I would have had more faith in the Raiders doing better. I would have had more faith in the Raiders doing better than the Giants. Come on now. At least if you would have said the Raiders, I would have been on for it at least.
Hey,
maybe
man,
the Bears. I mean that's kind of an even thing, you know.
Like, I think if the Giants played the schedule that the NFC North played last year, you would have a really good chance of winning the bet. It's just, I'm worried that even though your defensive line is really good, I'm worried about your offense. You have a great receiver, but you don't have a quarterback to get him the ball.
Well, they do have better. I will give the Giants credit. They do have more established quarterbacks in their room. It's not Danny DeVito and whoever Daniel Jones. Oh yeah, the guy we got a 3rd round compensatory pick for just throwing in uniform for a game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they have 2 guys who are competent and capable, but that's still not saying a ton about their offensive line. They still don't. I mean, as much as I like Tracy as kind of an underrated running back, I still don't think that they're the last place team in that division again.
he's better than an average running back, but that's all. I mean, he's
Hey, Eric, Dan said
What's
fucking
up?
Santa Claus is real too.
Tracy. Maybe.
Is that true?
Hell
Hey,
no, it's not true. There is no fat old white guy that comes down my chimney on Christmas. Okay.
All right. Well,
Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta mute this conversation. These virgin ears are not allowed to hear this right now. Okay, I don't want to hear all this talk. I have belief.
look, there's one of the betters right there, Brent. There's one of the betters right there, man.
Hey, Brent, keep that same energy. Yeah, keep it.
Well, Dan Campbell calls plays, then you might have some luck then, because Dan Campbell sucked at
Yeah,
play
that's
calling.
true. That is your shining gleam of hope, is that if Dan Campbell is making any kind of remote decision other than what chew or what beef jerky he wants for the day, then you're in good shape.
Eric, if you win this bet, you'll have the biggest balls for a virgin ever.
You will.
Look, because nobody else but you, sir, believes me in this panel. Like Ken was making fun of me. Hey, Dub, freaking door. Everybody laughed at me, man. Like it's okay.
Hey,
it's low hanging fruit. It's all that it is.
That's it, bro. That's all
anything can happen. If the Vikings can go 14-3 with Sam Darnold, anything can happen.
That's right. That's right.
So you're saying, sir, that Vikings had a fluke lucky season last year?
No, it's saying that if you have the pieces around him and you have good coaching, you can get the best out of a player. And they've got pieces now on the defensive line. They've got a quarterback now who's not Daniel Jones, so they have a chance. I mean, Brian Dable was coach of the year.
All right. I was just wondering.
Well, I think part of the reason why the Vikings were truly successful last year was that I think that Brian Flores had a lot bigger say and influence as to how they called games and the personnel that they brought in on defense. I mean, when you let Daniil Hunter go for nothing, and then you go out and you get Van Ginkel and Grenard, who both were all pros. I mean, those guys had, I think the second most, they were the second highest sack duo in the NFL last year. I think when you have guys like that can come in and you bring in veterans. I mean, the secondary was a big question mark for Minnesota going into last season because Blackman got hurt. So you didn't have your rookie corner. And then you bring in Gilmore right before the season. You bring in Griffin right before the season. Like, those guys played like true veterans. That's why I still think Jalen Ramsey could be in the mix to the Vikings. But I think Flores' influence on the Vikings defense is really what kept the team together throughout the season.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was just a different team. It was a different team than when he had your old D coordinator, Mr. Donashell. Like, that guy was
you guys faced a lot of adversity at the beginning of the year, though, man. With all your
I mean, the guy we drafted out of Oregon, who got killed in the car accident, or got a drunk driving accident, and then Blackman going out. I mean, they didn't. There was so much uncertainty, and they really turned the season around.
Yep. And I got to say, last year was.
I mean, let's not forget Brian Dable was a coach of the year, so he's got. I mean, he knows how to coach. So if they have a competent quarterback, they have a decent O-line. They have a all-pro left tackle. So
the Giants have the same problem the Bears do. They have a bad general manager.
Assume.
The Giants have the same problem as the Bears do. They have a bad general manager.
All right.
Sarah, your boyfriend's in the house.
Hey, Woody, my one Bears fan that actually agreed with me on Jaden Daniels. Get him on this show right now. Invite him on here. I want to talk to Woody.
He has an invite every week. He sometimes he comes on. He really does. Sometimes he does.
Come on, Woody. Me and you are like brothers on this when it comes to, you wanted Jaden Daniels as well as I did for the Bears, and you ended up with Revlon. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, he does not like. Yeah. No. Giants still need a quarterback.
Yeah. No, they do.
Well, the Giants are hoping for Arch Manning, but he's going to end up with the Saints next year. It's just going to happen. That's
why you have a noodle arm as your quarterback. I don't want to hear it.
Noodle arm dog.
Lions a quarterback away from a Super Bowl too.
Well, if you ask any Lions fan, they'll say Hendon Hooker's the best backup quarterback in the NFL. So
for every play, Dan Campbell calls butter sports out of his mouth and covered the play card. After about 3 plays, it starts eating away at the laminate. After about 5 plays, the play card is ruined. There you go.
I'm surprised he doesn't wear like a Kodiak symbol or a Copenhagen symbol on his hat. Like, I mean, that would really. I know the NFL probably frowns on tobacco users as being like a new way of marketing the team, but man, he's got that chaw going big time.
Another Caleb hater wanted Daniels. Noodle arm.
I'm sorry. Did Jaden Daniels not go to the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, no,
he did. He had a heck of a.
Yeah, he's talking about golf because we call him noodle arm.
Oh, golf. Oh, okay, all right.
I call him noodle arm golf.
Now he's in top 5. Now he's going from top 3 to top 5 now.
Jesus.
Lions got a borderline top 5.
Mitch now he's only top 5. Borderline top 5.
Wow. Bro, he already no. You don't understand. He's already moved the mark. He came out at the beginning saying he's top 3. Now he's moved it back to 5. I mean. Mitch is coming around. He's coming around.
Yeah, Motown Mitch is coming around like the Detroit car scene. Jesus.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro. MC more like a red man guy. He probably is, bro.
Yeah, that wouldn't. Hey, you know.
I agree with that. He probably is.
Red man and Big League Chew. You know, just gotta do the combination there. Like the guy in what was it? A Little Big League, I think was the movie when the guy had the big wad of gum and then he wrapped it in the chaw.
Yeah.
Wait, is that my guy?
That's Woody right there.
Yay!
Ladies, gentlemen, Ken, how are you? Where's Ken at?
He's not here. He's not here.
No, but you got a buddy in me, and you're right now, buddy. Nothing much, y'all. How are things in Bearstown?
Well, since we got Maybelline, I have no idea what's going on with him.
Woo! Maybe he's born with it.
Yeah. So what do you think about all the news coming out saying that Caleb's not having a good OTA, bro?
Well, who do I sound like? Oh my God, guys! OTAs.
Hey, it sounds like Kenny Dolby.
There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to put it into context. If you can't look good in OTAs without a defense and without pads, you got issues.
Yeah.
Maybe Caleb is just trying to get his defense work so that, you know, the fact that he's an incompetent quarterback maybe gives the defense good confidence in being able to pick the ball off. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's reverse psychology.
The only thing I can say, this is the time and place to make mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, well,
Giants
we'll
are
probably
going to win the Super Bowl, man.
Huh?
Giants are going to win the Super Bowl.
You hear that, Eric? What do you got on that one?
That's not happening.
You know,
even Eric won't take that bet.
He won't even take that bet. He'll take the Giants got a better record than Detroit, but he won't take them to win it at all. That's fucked up.
You want to do profile picture for 1 year?
All right, let's do it.
And $250.
Oh, yeah, and
I'm right.
Okay,
anything.
Sure.
Don't fall for it, Eric. Don't do it. You're not winning the Super Bowl.
I never even said we would win the Super Bowl. All I said we're going to be better than the Lions.
Sarah, you know you're supposed to be working, Sarah?
Not today. Today's God's day.
God's day.
Oh, my God.
Every day's wild.
God said we're playing football on Sunday. That's what he said. I heard him.
Well, God never intended for us to watch the UFL and watch the horrible offensive linemen that they have in that league. Yeah. God, that's like watching a trainer. I'd rather watch a high school game than watch that. So bad. But I will say the UFL is good for one thing. I will give them credit. If you need a place kicker, that's where you go to find one, because I've seen at least 3 or 4 times when you've seen kickers that have become Pro Bowl kickers that have come out of the UFL. So if you need a kicker, that's where you need to go.
See, one thing about when you watch those games, I think those receivers get like a running start. You know, I don't get that. You know, it's
like arena football when they used to.
Yeah, it's like arena football.
It's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
to me, it's disadvantage for the fucking corners. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But seriously, there's three Pro Bowl kickers that have come out of the UFL. It's pretty crazy. They got Braden Brandon, guy from Detroit, the guy from Dallas. Like these guys are all Pro Bowlers. It's crazy.
What'd you say about flag football?
I said, why don't they just have the UFL players do the flag football?
Because we have it in the Pro Bowl and the Olympics now. We don't want to copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I was a team, I would be really hesitant to send my star player to go play.
You don't have to send your star player. It's one player from each team, and they get fully insured. They're fully covered. I mean, it's a chance to go play for your country, represent your country. That's all. I mean, it don't have to be the best player, and the team can choose who they want to go. So,
we could have high school players play against these teams from other countries. Yeah, the highest high school players, and they'd win the gold medal.
I mean, look, this is flag football. Where did football be invented? In America, right? Isn't that where football's from? So if we go and we don't win the gold, what
football are you talking about? Because the other thing they call football soccer.
Well, but this flag football is what they're doing, bro. It's flag football. So
no, John, that's football.
Football.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
I live in Florida, so I have a lot of Brazilians around me, and they always correct me whenever I say soccer and football. No, it's football. It's God's sport. Yeah, okay.
Do they wax down there too?
Now there's a few not far from here. I'll tell you that. You got to watch out for those Brazilians and those Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. Though I'll tell you what, there's some crazy ones down here. I'll tell you what. You'll also see on like random like YouTube posts, you'll see you know how they have like the mothers and serial killer stuff. I've noticed nowadays there's more from Florida than any other state. It's frightening.
Well, all right, it's fine.
I mean, I need her insurance paperwork for some money.
So Woody, I don't know if I got a confirmation from you. The whole Colson Loveland over Tyler Warren thing, is that another Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams conversation with you?
2 years in a row, we picked the second best player over the first player.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Maybe next year will be third time's a charm, Woody.
What, with JJ McCarthy? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he didn't even play a snap. Shut up. So anyway.
But my quarterback
Sam
is
Howell.
in OTAs.
I forgot. It doesn't matter. I don't care about OTAs. I don't give a fuck. It matters what they're playing during the season. I don't care about OTAs.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass shit.
Hey man, when you guys are 0-6, we're gonna be like, you didn't care about OTAs, remember?
Woody's just a realistic Bears fan who understands that if he was the general manager of the team, they would be a better team right now. And I second his opinion on it. So
I'm a firm believer of that because they have not run that organization has run like crap since Papa Bear passed away. I'm sorry to say. Ain't nobody
running. The problem is that Papa Bear probably left a book that said this is how you got to do it. But the problem is the book is outdated 40 years.
Bro. You're probably right. There's probably a book on how to fucking do it right, and they don't.
It was great for doing it in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s and 80s, but I mean, it's a little outdated at this point. So,
oh well.
I mean,
maybe Matt Forte will come out of retirement. I mean, you never know. He could spell DeAndre Swift. You never know.
Sam Howell, starting quarterback for you guys. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Go Pack Go. If McCarthy goes down at any point, there's going to be one call, and all of you Packers fans are going to rue the day when it happens. And there's going to be one call that's going to be to Aaron Rodgers.
It is not going to be Aaron Rodgers. Stop that shit right now.
Do you know what happened?
Stop that shit right now.
Do you know what happened? Hey, do you know what happened when Favre went to Minnesota?
What?
Who ended his career?
I mean, bro, they choked.
Wow.
Well, Father Time had part of it, and that the Instagram girl did too. But yeah.
What's up, Broski? Good morning,
What's
sir.
up, everybody? How you doing?
We're here.
We're chilling like villains.
Yep. That's great.
Perhaps life without Virginia. I mean, maybe. I don't know how much influence. How much influence did she really have over what you guys did there?
Well, you got to say the owner. They both didn't know football.
Bro, she was like 100 years old. Was she even lucid? I mean, did she know anything about
She
football?
invented football. I don't know if she was loose, but she invented football.
she was there when it was made. When the first football got its cover, she was there.
She was also there when the telephone was first being used and a television was first in the works and the first Model T car was around. So,
Damn.
which familiarity is somehow funny. That's still how the Bears draft. So it's funny how that works that way. So,
well, speaking of drafts and organizations with poor GMs, what's your guys' GM? Quasi Adolfo Menstrator?
Just got in stagnant.
Adolfo Menstrator. How many playoff wins does the Vikings have underneath Adolfo the Menstrator?
How many playoff appearances do you have with Ryan Pace?
I'm just saying. How many?
Sorry, Ryan Poles. Sorry. I guess it's something about the Bears that you gotta keep track of.
I don't think Pace is any better. Let me ask this too. So, like, how many is your quarterback situation resolved? Because there's a lot of critique about the Bears quarterback, but last time I checked, you're wishing on a star with KJ McCarthy and the Houston.
Last time I checked, our quarterback wasn't struggling in OTAs.
Well, last time I checked, you don't have a quarterback who can make it through preseason.
Last time I checked, we didn't have a quarterback who played in college that threw more interceptions and touchdowns last year.
It's easy, it's easy to dish it out, but fact remains. Questi Adolfo menstrual cycle. The Vikings haven't won a playoff game.
He may be menstrual cycle, but he's won double-digit games.
Oh yeah,
he's won more games than Post.
Hey Sarah, what's KOC?
So I mean, him being a menstruator is still better than Post.
Hey. Has Poles gotten you to the playoffs yet?
I mean, that's great. I mean, you go to the playoffs, you get embarrassed, and you leave. Like that just means
but if you're not playing to try to get into the playoffs, what are you playing for?
Well, if you can't win a playoff game or a prime time game, what's the point, right, Sarah?
I mean, if you can't make a playoff at all, what does that say to you?
Well, Sarah, I agree. What do you think?
You think I'm even above 500 with him as a GM? Are you kidding me?
You haven't won a playoff game, Sarah, so what are you playing for? Is he really that good?
You haven't been above 500, so what are you playing for?
Well, I'm just saying, like the Bears. I admit the Bears suck. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there we go. There you
know what I mean? Like, you're one sitting right there. There you go. That's what we're looking for. I'm not denying it. You know, I just want to draft Caleb. I didn't want to hire Ben Johnson. I didn't want to hire Ben Johnson. Didn't want to draft Caleb. But I'm not sitting here and pumping up my team like we've done something. Quasi the menstrual cycle hasn't done shit.
Now, wait a minute, Broski. You call him Quasi the menstrual cycle, and you're expecting to not get some sort of response from us? Come on now.
No. I came on the show to respond to you.
Yeah, but you're calling him Quasi menstrual cycle, whatever.
Well, maybe he should win a playoff game and his period will end. I don't know.
Well, maybe Post should win. Maybe Post should have a winning season.
I mean, I loved your pickup of Turnstile Tooney. He did such wonders for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Dude, you signed Will Fries, a backup guard,
who didn't allow as many sacks as Turnstile Tooney did.
How many years?
And he broke his leg.
Colin, just go look it up. How many years has he stayed healthy? Believe me, I'm a Penn State fan.
He's only been hurt once.
Penn State players. He hasn't done shit. You essentially gave Ryan Bates $17 million a year. Good job. Way to go.
You guys give Ryan Bates. What?
No, they gave him $4 million. They gave Ryan Bates $4 million. Go look up Will Fry's contract and the old ass decrepit center you signed. Like, I don't know if I'd be so happy about things.
Broski, who do you like in college?
Your favorite team, Woody.
Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, you couldn't fucking draft Warren? Oh my
God.
Exactly. There you go. Bingo.
What are you still feeling that one?
I'm fucking feeling it in between the legs and up the ass.
I'll tell you what, I got Warren too. I'm not
me and Woody have a very common bond here. We agree on a lot of things. So
Well, I'm just saying, like, I didn't want the whatever you want to call him, Caleb the zest master.
Maybelline.
Maybe he's born with it.
I didn't want Ben Johnson to be hired either.
What, nail polish?
And I wanted Tyler Warren to be drafted.
No.
I think you guys would have been better off last year if you would have hired Ben Johnson, because then you could have had a rookie quarterback and the rookie coach, and you could have done it together and drafted a tackle instead of drafting Roma Dunze.
That's doing it right. We already discussed they don't do it right.
Then we would have picked the number one, the quarterback. Then we could have got Verse, and then we could have been set in 2 positions.
Yeah, you guys would have made the playoffs, and it would have been a honky dory. But
and then they keep polls. Like, what the hell are they doing?
Ryan Poles burning microwave popcorn. That's all he's doing. Burning microwave popcorn.
Now he's just doing.
Honestly, I think that's being nice. Like seriously, that's you got.
It is being nice.
Hey, I have burnt popcorn before. Quit making fun of burning popcorn.
That's more like shoveling shit down people's throats.
Speaking of shoveling shit, hey, what's going on, Rock? How you doing, buddy?
Shoveling shit.
Hey, Rock, I got a question.
I was going to say, Rock.
Only your fans who eat shit out of the sewer, right?
Hey, Rock, I got one question for you.
Hey, look here, man. Look here. I don't know what that fucking boy was on, but he ain't no fan of mine. Fuck him.
Rock, I got one question for you. Are you satisfied at the rear push is still available?
The rear push? Yeah, you mean the brotherly shove? It's called the brotherly shove. Get it right.
Brotherly shove. There's nothing brotherly about it.
I get a shove after that brotherly. I'll tell you that.
Hey, Mitch is trying to get you guys to bet.
Hey, I'm going to tell you like this. I told people before, and I'll tell them after. Even if it got banned, we were still successful in the quarterback sneak at 87%. So you really wasn't going to stop much.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I honestly think one of the more clever ways that they do that push is the one that Baltimore does with Mark Andrews going in motion. I actually like that.
About 1 fucking yard.
Look.
So, Mitch, stop creating bets for other people and being a little faggot. How about you just call on the fucking show?
Yeah, Mitch. Look at this. George McFly, Detroit Lions. Well, yeah, are you riding that? All right, there's no fucking way. George.
Does he have Gray Sports Almanac out? Is that what he's looking up?
Right, yeah, he's looking.
You got a Gray Sports Almanac, McFly.
Oh wait, I got a question for you, broski. I
can answer it too. Go ahead, bring it.
Why won't you bet Mitch? Mitch wants.
Well, I don't know what Mitch's bet is.
That's funny that Mitch is saying that. He never comes on here to say anything.
I'm like,
and Mitch is trying to get you and Broski to bet, Sarah. He wants you guys to do a profile.
Let me just do something because Mitch says so. Yeah, that's it. I mean,
I already bet Mitch. I already bet Mitch. I said, hey, Goff is the 3rd best quarterback on Detroit.
No. He backed off on that a little bit ago. That's bullshit. He backed off. Now he said he was just barely reaching the top 5. He said it.
Top 5. He said it. He said top 5.
No.
I said up already. He's moving the needle already, bro.
I said Goff was the 3rd best quarterback on Detroit.
This
morning on Detroit,
bro. I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, bro.
No. What he's right. He said the 3rd best quarterback on Detroit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who's the first?
Last week it was the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL.
Look, bro. He's already moved the needle to top 5. It was 3. He's now moved the needle to top 5. There's your proof.
Lions got a borderline. No, that's the Lions, though. You said Lions is the top 5. Oh, yes. Top 5 quarterback. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was Mr. Top 3 in stats all this time. And all of a sudden now he's borderline top 5.
Yeah. Jared Goff, I think, is going to hit 1,000 yards rushing this year.
Yeah.
Are you going to have 1,000 1-yard scrambles? Is that man? That's a lot of
hands. Is Jared Goff even a top 5 NFC quarterback? Honestly,
no.
Like when you really think about it, is he?
That's a delusional Mitch. Mitch is delusional. Look, Motown Mitch. It says delusion all over.
And Colin, you probably believe me on this. If Detroit didn't have an offensive line, Goff would be shit.
Yep,
I agree.
Scramble.
You know what he'd be? What he was like on the Rams when they had no offensive line.
What's the bet? What's the bet, Mitch? You want Broski's?
Let me ask you all something. Is this Goff's last year in Detroit?
No.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, it's the last
No.
dance, dude. It's the last
if they
dance.
don't restructure, they're paying him
It's
$69 million. He's on their books for
They're gonna have to sign a lot of guys. They got to sign a lot of their younger players here at some point. So they definitely
that's
probably
what
have
I'm
to make a
saying right
decision.
there.
That's for sure.
Right now,
They got a
the
lot of players
26,
they
they'll
got to
have
sign.
29
Hey,
players
who's
signed
this
only.
George McFly, man?
He's from Back to the Future, Eric. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm with
I
you.
believe
Giants
everything
fan.
George McFly says because
You're
he's
a
got
Giants
names
fan,
for
Jordan
Eric.
Love would have won
Look
MVP
at
last
that
year if
list
he
of
was the
fucking
Lions starting
injuries they got in
quarterback.
OTAs.
Jordan
That's
Love
a
would have won
lot.
MVP if he was the Lions starting quarterback last year.
Even the brand new receiver, fucking Tesla's even on there on the injury report.
Oh, that's
Look at
their
that.
you go back to the
my
Tesla
God.
argument again. Oh
That's
man,
why Tesla has recalls.
Yeah, Tesla has recalls. Well, hey, man,
Isn't it really pronounced like Tesla or something weird like that?
Bro, the fact that they
Hey.
gave up three third rounders just to get a Tesla in the Motor City is amazing. I mean, that,
well, I don't know. I didn't even know that kid was old enough. I'm sure,
Packer Bob.
the kid got renamed after the car he was conceived
They
in.
got
So
a
that's why they
Tesla in
call
the
him
Motor
Tesla.
City.
Rob,
I like that.
Yeah,
Hey Rob,
right?
I sold a used Tesla yesterday.
Oh, did
Model
you?
Y. Oh yeah, get that fuck off my lot.
That's fucking.
Yo, Rock, since you're here, I was curious to ask you about was there really any real facts behind that story I once read pertaining to your Eagles about y'all was supposed to be trading Bryce Huff to the 49ers for a certain pick?
That's absolutely 100% true. He is traded to the 49ers.
Yeah.
We were scheduled to pay him $17 million in dead cap. We made a deal with the 49ers that if you take half, we'll turn our half into a signing bonus, which will open up yours, which they have to pay Bryce off now $7.95 million, and then they pay Bryce off his last year next year.
It's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting because it looks like the Rams are going to take the same. The Rams are going to take the same approach with Jalen Ramsey. They're trying to get Jalen Ramsey off. They'll pay a portion of his
Rams
contract
don't have
too.
Jalen Ramsey. The Dolphins have Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Like the Dolphins are looking like they're going to take that same approach that the Eagles did with Bryce Huff. They're going to convert his signing bonus so they could trade him.
Right.
What would you guys get for him?
A-Dub, if you have a question about the Sheagles, that's my favorite team. So you can ask me too.
And I'll say this.
Yeah. We know. Yeah, I'm not. I know how you feel about them, Woody.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Howie Roseman got a 4th-round pick out of it all too. On top of that, so
The 49ers are going to finish last in that division.
Absolutely, Rams
are going to win that division. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm glad I made the bet on that early in the before. I made a pre-draft prediction that the Rams are going to win that division, and it's looking good right now.
Absolutely.
And I got Giants winning their division, right?
It's going to be Giants or Washington. I tell you that. I have to fucking say something about it.
That's good news for you,
Hey,
Eric.
If that happens, if they somehow do win that division, I will laugh my ass off. Seriously.
Yeah.
I would laugh
my
too.
ass
I'm
off.
not going to lie.
Oh well, I'm gonna not lie about that. We all be laughing. Holy!
I'll laugh my ass off because Bears should have
Yeah,
got
Rob, and
Daniels.
never doubt me ever again, Rob, if that does happen.
Bro, if it happens, bro, I'll be your
Well,
biggest.
Woody.
Right up there.
Hey, Woody, as you say that, I watched a video earlier and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. It does have to do with you and Broski. The video talked about the worst contract tracks done with every position. And I saw the Bears had 2 players at that. Like, y'all had the worst contract drawn up for a linebacker position when it came to Tremaine Edmonds and also the tight end position when it comes to Cole Kmet. Thoughts on that?
Not so much about Kmet. Tremaine Edmonds, yes. If he doesn't ball out this year, because you got to think TJ Edwards should have got his contract. You think about it. And thank you, Sheagles, for giving us TJ Edwards. But anyway, if Tremaine Edmonds doesn't go off the hook and he doesn't reconstruct his contract, he will not be a Bear next year. But that was one of the worst contracts I see on that team. Cole Kmet, not so much. They just got to use him right. So he started last year. So we'll see this year.
Hey, Woody, can I interrupt you for a second here? I'm sorry. Rob, can you put that last post by Go Pack Go on there again? Yeah. So can you get Rock on here too? Rock, can you pop your screen on? So let me ask you a question, Rock. How do you feel about the Eagles have major targets on their rears? Does that bother you? Does that comment bother you? I'm just curious. I mean, that doesn't seem like a very brotherly shove by the Go Pack Go guy. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, hey,
Rock, are you from
they already
Pennsylvania?
they already got the name Pack in their name, so I don't know what to say. After that.
Rock, are you from Pennsylvania?
Yeah. What you say is you put your tush up there and say, "Come on, push it."
Hey, Rock,
Well,
Rock, are you from?
Job, I don't know.
Are you from Pennsylvania? Are you from
I live
Pennsylvania?
in South Jersey, right outside of Philadelphia, 30 minutes away.
Yeah, I live in the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Hey, Rock, can I ask you another question? Do you think that you could convince the Eagles PA guy to, when they get to the point where they're close to the end zone and they're in Philadelphia, they put that salt and pepper song, push it real good as you're about to go into the end zone? That would be absolutely hysterical if they could do that.
Push it.
They probably would do that shit.
What do you smell like a Caleb lover?
And by the way, if that ever actually happens, Rock, and you were the one responsible for getting that to the Philadelphia guy, I want total credit for that.
You want total credit for that shit? All right.
Rob, who is that? Nick?
Yes, Nick Green Gold, baby.
Fuck
That's
you,
who that
Nick.
is.
Fuck you, Flexer.
That's Nick Green Gold, baby,
Hey,
right there.
but seriously about the rear push.
Hey, Chamorro probation officer is onto something, man. If the Eagles do convert a tush push, they should definitely be playing that salt and pepper push it right after they convert. Right after.
Oh, that would be hysterical.
He's onto something with that.
But
I'm either on something or on something. It's one or the other. I mean, it's great.
Jalen must be strong. Jalen must be strong because he has two guys pushing at him.
Bro, Jalen Hurts is a freak athletically. He can squat like 6 meters, bro.
Hey, you know what? You want to talk about push? You talking about a push it song? Why not try push it from Rick Ross?
Yo,
so
they can alternate whatever song they want to do. They can put Static X push it on there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You can alter whatever one you want to put. I just thought the salt and pepper one would be a good starting point.
The perfect one, bro.
The Eagles did to say, okay, you guys are gonna try to ban the push tush. We're gonna get AJ Dillon, and we're gonna help him do the fucking push tush, man. Big under thighs.
Now, Rock, would that also screw up the play call, though, if they started playing that song before the ball is snapped?
That's a distraction. You can't do that. You can't play music.
That's just to tell. That's just to tell. Everybody knows it's coming. That's all that is.
All you gotta do is run a little. All you gotta do is run a little play action pass.
I mean, everybody already knows it's coming, bro. I mean, what the fuck? We don't need a song.
Hey, Sarah,
more entertaining, though.
Maybe Dirty Dick Nick. Maybe I'm silent because I'm taking a shit. Fuck you.
Oh well, you talk. Hey, Nick.
Can you flush? Hey, can you flush?
Really wanted to know.
Sarah, can you flush for proof, please?
Oh, Jesus.
I would have loved to have seen Gilbert Brown or Keith Traylor try and initiate a tush push.
Careful with that, Woody. That's my St. Paul friend, Sarah. Come on now.
She's at JJ's house.
I mean, there's been some big dudes in the NFL, man. Imagine some of those guys doing the tush push.
Right? Imagine Gilbert Brown lining up behind the center for a tush push.
Ted Washington of the Bears.
Yeah, right? Imagine Ted Washington or Keith Traylor. Like,
Gilbert
just give him the first down.
Imagine William Perry doing that shit. Yeah. Holy shit.
Or
Nick says, oh, you're taking a Viking. You're taking
you want to talk about guys back in the day doing it? Why not guys like Mike Allscott or Jerome Bettis?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's like power, though. I mean, they're not going to go.
They don't need to get pushed.
Mike Allstott was a fucking train.
Seems like Pat Williams or Jerry Ball do the push tush is so much more entertaining to watch.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
No, Nick, I'm dropping deuces just like your wide receivers.
Maybe Peyton Hillis.
I mean, there's a reason why the Eagles went out and got that boy from Nebraska. He plays two different positions. He plays defensive tackle in Nebraska, and he also plays fullback.
Oh, I thought you said spread eagle.
Spread eagle.
Spread eagle. He said spread eagle.
We can play that
And now
Nelly
wants to
song,
play
Get Your
fullback.
Eagle on. That would be a good one to play as you're going across, too. I mean, I'm just.
Hey,
Y'all gonna
Rock,
look
are you a
him up.
Flyers
Kyle
fan
Robinson.
too? Rock, you a
Huh?
Flyers fan too?
I'm an all Philadelphia fan.
Go
Yes.
fuck yourself.
Bro, he's a
All right.
Cubs fan too. What does that tell you? He's a Cubs fan too. Shit.
Unbelievable.
Fucking Cubs
Unfucking real.
suck.
Why? Who are you like the Devils?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm from Jersey. I'm from Jersey.
I'm from Jersey too, but South Jersey. It's a difference.
Yeah. There's a difference. All right.
I'm sorry to hear that. But, yeah,
South Jersey and Eagles.
He's
Go
sorry
figure.
to hear it. He's sorry to hear it.
Hey man, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm only 35 minutes away.
Eagles Rock got tri-state connections with me, my guy. Shout out to Eagles Rock, South Jersey. Yes, sir.
South Jersey.
Here we go.
South Jersey. That's what I'm from.
You can tell. Hey, Nick, we can tell where you're from, bro. It's in your accent, bro.
So let me ask you, Rock. If they
I
did
can't wait
proper-
to
if they did proper
come to Lambeau, bro, for
geography-
that Packers Panthers game. Even though my team's probably gonna lose, that's gonna be a vibe, man. I can't wait. Hopefully, I'll meet a few of you guys too during that.
You probably will, bro.
Hopefully,
So,
you meet
Rock, let
Andy
me ask you a
Dalton, too.
question. If they did U.S. geography right, and let's say they actually called the Giants and the Jets the New Jersey Giants and the New Jersey Jets, would
The
you
right
still, even though being from Jersey, would you still root for Philadelphia, even though
Yeah.
Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania and the Giants and the Jets were properly
Yeah.
realigned as New Jersey?
Yeah.
Can I answer that
because
too when
I'm
you're done,
35
Rock?
minutes away.
I'll
Sure.
answer that
I'm
as
35
well.
minutes away.
There's only two parts of Jersey, north and the beach. Everything else is eastern Pennsylvania. So
It is funny that the only real team from New York are the Buffalo Bills.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, there
You
you
know
go,
what I
Rock.
mean?
Hey, Rock.
They
You
get
see
a
that?
tax break being in New Jersey. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, because they don't have any room in New York to put them.
And luckily for the Bills, they don't have to share their stadium with the Giants Jets.
Well, it doesn't sound
Fucking
like
hate
they're
the
lining
Bills.
up to have, and no
The
teams
only
are
time-
lining up to share their stadium with them anyways. So,
The only time I go to South Jersey is when I go to Camden to go to concerts. That's the only thing I fucking go down there because that's Camden.
South Jersey, where they use sewage as
Dude, I
fertilizer.
wouldn't take nobody to Camden. That ain't nothing but a fucking dump city, bro.
It's a good concert venue though.
I mean, the concerts were nice, you know what I mean? But now they're getting bad now.
Not
Jersey,
getting to the
that's not a good
concert.
band,
Yeah, I
man.
know. Not getting to the concert. It's not good.
Hey, Eagles
go
Rock,
to
I got some bad news for you, buds. So I have a buddy who's pretty locked in Vegas. He gets, some. He's saying the Commanders are going to be real heavy going at Jalen Ramsey. So be
Well, I
prepared.
mean-
He might be a Commander.
why do the Commanders
Yeah,
want to go after him? They just
Ramsey?
got Lattimore
I mean-
last year.
I mean-
Like, why would
I
they
mean,
want to go after
people need-
Ramsey?
I was about to say Ramsey's well past his prime. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Washington doesn't do that. Vikings do. We'll go after Jalen Ramsey. It's no problem. We'll get him.
I mean, I don't want Jalen Ramsey. If you guys want him, go ahead and go grab him.
Well, one thing about the Vikings, man, even the older corners when they go there, they perform. Pat Pete played pretty well when he went there. Gilmore played pretty well. So, I mean, the Viking, their defense, they got a great
I
defense.
think it has to do with
They got a great
Flores.
Flores
Flores
definitely has a lot to say.
He does
in
a
that,
good
for sure.
job.
And Harrison
Flores
Smith
does a
still no
good job
slab
over
either.
there for them
You know,
guys.
Brian Flores is a prime example of, like, there's so many, and I think all of you guys could agree with me on this. It's so different being a great coordinator transitioning to a great coach. You know, Brian Flores is a prime example. Wade Phillips is another. Great defensive coordinators, but really didn't translate that well into head coaching. You know what I mean? Like, it's so different. It's so different. Like, I was so skeptical with Canales when he became because it's so different being a leader of men than just being just a leader of the offense.
I
You
don't
know?
think he
Well,
had a
with all
fair
that,
shake,
with
though,
all
last
that
time he
shit,
was a
with
coach.
all that shit about Flores in Miami, do you think he'd still be down there if that was that shit didn't go on?
Well, the crazy thing with Flores is they were heading in the right direction in Miami. Like, they were starting to do better. They went from being a terrible defense to like a top 10.
Tua's just soft. Tua Tagovailoa is just a soft
Nick got
QB.
joked.
And he's one hit away at getting a fucking die. So yeah, he better start sliding.
Yeah, but Flores was right about Tua.
Oh, Sarah's
Hey, what are you
done.
talking about, Woody? He's taking Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes on how to fall. Well, you leave him alone, Woody.
Hey, you know what? You should do the Caleb Williams thing. Use a slip and slide at practices.
Hey, I'm
Maybe that could be it.
petitioning right now from South Jersey to the Sixers. Please trade Joel Embiid to whoever the fuck wants his ass.
How about we'll trade you Rudy Gobert for Joel Embiid? How about that?
Hell no! What are you
I
doing,
don't give a fuck.
Holland?
You give me a bag of gummy bears for that motherfucker. Give me something.
Brock, how do you think I felt? I'm a Knicks fan, dude.
I'm not trading for Embiid. Hell no. I
The
don't
Knicks
even
problem
want
is
to
their
trade.
coach. The minute you realize that, the
I
better
saw
off you're
the
going to be.
wildest. I saw the wildest Joel Embiid stat on Twitter. It literally blew my mind. So, the percentage of Joel Embiid playing, just appearing in a regular season game, is 47%. The percentage of Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl when he's in the playoffs is 48%. So you have a higher chance of winning the Super Bowl if Tom Brady makes the playoffs than if Joel Embiid actually just plays in a game.
Tom Brady retired.
You know what he told the Sixers last year, bro? He told them last year, he goes, I'm no longer playing in any back-to-back games.
What a puss.
I think that's the NBA in general. That's why I like Anthony Edwards. Edwards is like, I don't care. I'm playing all the time.
Yeah, he's
now
cut
they
from
have
that
these
club.
low
He's cut from that club.
bullshit,
That sounds like Travis. That's like Travis Hunter. I'm playing two positions or I'm retiring. How's that working out?
Well, how about he's going to play two positions for one season and he'll be forced into retirement because he's going to get killed?
Does the end around count? Does the end around count doing two positions?
No.
Travis Hunter's going to get
it depends. Is he going to wear the number
hit into
69?
reality when he comes to the league?
Yeah.
How long does his wife stay with him before she takes all his money?
Man, you know, I feel so bad for Travis Hunter. Did y'all see his wife that he just married? She had a $sign tatted on her left ring finger. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is.
Nick, did you see that interview or whatever discussion? It was like Shador and Travis Hunter and Dion in Dion's office and talking about him getting married and stuff. Dion's like, I want you to sign a prenup this big. And he put
he didn't even sign a prenup.
No, it was
How
like a
dumb is
stack
he?
of 4 books. He's like this
She's
big.
gonna take everything from him, bro, and I'm gonna feel so bad for him, bro. But then there's gonna be people in his inner circle and his family like, bro, we told you so. How don't you sign a prenup, bro?
That's crazy. So Sarah,
crazy, bro. Crazy.
Any day, honestly, any day you can hear about it now.
My best friend said he thinks Travis Hunter's a little slow in the head.
Yeah, she didn't sign a prenup. That pretty much says it.
Well, no, he means that he thinks he might be a little bit mentally retarded. Yeah, he can play football, but that's about it. I mean, he said, look at the way he smiles. You can tell he's missing something upstairs.
You talking about Cat Williams or what?
No, I'm talking about
we're not talking nails.
wide receiver out of Colorado, Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
Let's just say his wife did not marry him for his looks.
We're talking about a guy who wears pink suits, not pink
Hey,
nails.
Pierre Paul's missing something too. Remember, Colin? Okay, Colin. Pierre Paul's missing something too.
Yeah, he is.
Well,
that could be Travis Hunter's future ex-wife's next target. You never know. Johnny H. Fingers.
Travis Hunter used to drive
Either that or Plaxico has a gun. Watch him.
Travis Hunter used to drive his wife to parties and drop her off because he didn't go in and party. She'd go in and party, and he'd wait for her outside and go home. That's
In the car.
He's a couple.
What a
Sarah,
dumb.
I mean, she's got to figure Travis is probably only going to be playing for a couple years in the NFL, and then she can just kind of just go ahead and find another guy. She wants to be on the Desperate Housewives of Jacksonville. So
She's gonna stay with him until he gets his second contract. That rookie contract ain't shit.
What part are you talking about?
Talking about
he was
shit.
getting
Sarah,
he
you
was
done
getting
yet?
pretty big money.
No,
He was
I'm
getting
not.
pretty big NIL
okay,
money
cool.
though when he was at Colorado. So
Hunter Sport is giving Manny a run for his money.
Wow.
Oh, Nick.
I guarantee Hunter probably does better reports
Which Manny
than fucking
Nick talking
Manny
about,
does.
Right, Peyton, Mr. Forehead himself.
Travis Hunter's going to be the only cornerback that has to wear the lineman's helmet.
If Nick was talking about Peyton Manning, that just reminds me of how some folks joked on Nick saying that him and Peyton Manning got the same kind of forehead.
I don't think it's a forehead. I think it's a 5 head. It's pretty big.
Do you think he's smart, A-Dub, to have that big head like that?
No. A lot of
Do you
air.
think it's a problem when helicopters actually can get a reading off of his head and try and think they're going to land on it when they're trying to make their approach to an airport?
No,
Do you think he has direct
It
TV
sways
up there?
the tides. It's so big.
Do you think, hey, Dub, do you think Peyton Manning can get the Red Zone channel up there?
Probably.
Do you think his head actually influences medical helicopters from actually landing at hospitals instead of landing on his forehead? Better question. How many lives are not being saved because of his head?
Right.
Wow. The jokes are nonstop.
Do you think him and Lawrence will be able to work out?
Nope.
I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is ever going to work out, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, he's finally getting that number one receiver he's been wanting. So
Travis Hunter
that's
is
why I'm
not a
asking.
wide receiver.
I don't think he's a wide receiver. If I was Travis Hunter, I'd be a corner. Like, he's a big guy. Like, I would go in on being a corner.
He's been stuck at both.
And besides, I think I've already seen something where folks already would agree that Trevor Lawrence is very much overrated at his position anyway.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he has long hair.
Well,
Maybe he should come to the Vikings with the training quarterback rehab. You never know.
I mean, when he first came out of Clemson, I gave him a little bit of hope. I thought he would be okay, but he hasn't proven anything.
I mean, they made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. I mean, he had some spark. Like, he did have talent.
What talent has he had around him, though? That's the other thing. Is what did they put around him?
They're overpaying for Christian Kirk and like all of this shit that they did. Like they spent money so recklessly, it was frightening.
It's not. No, he's never had a decent wide receiver. I mean, ATN is probably a good running back, but I mean,
the best receiver he's probably ever had is the guy that they drafted, Brian Thomas. That's probably the best receiver he's ever had.
No, dude from last year. Yeah, dude from last year. Yeah,
that guy's good.
Yeah, best wide receiver. Yeah,
LSU wide receiver. You.
Jeez, Nick, are you really declaring that already?
In
the league.
Yeah, but I still find myself thinking he had to be part of perhaps one of the worst QB draft classes coming into the league.
He just got put in a bad situation.
Yeah,
Trey Lance was the third pick in that draft too. So yeah.
And Zach Wilson was second.
Justin Fields, Mac Jones, they all suck.
Yeah,
all pretty good likeness of Lawrence right there. Pretty good likeness.
All of them were so bad to the. I'm saying all them QBs were so bad to the point where they had to play backups to somebody, just like Mac Jones got to back up Trevor Lawrence now.
Justin
Fields backing up Brock Purdy now.
Justin Fields says the sky is limit. The sky is a limit in New York now. That's what Justin Fields said. So,
yeah. All right.
I'm sorry, New Jersey.
I give it 6 games. He's on the bench. Come on, man. He's a
funny thing about the Jets is that I think that's a bigger QB graveyard than the Bears. Bears are the Browns.
Totally is.
How about the close one?
I don't know. I can't say who's better because McCarthy didn't fucking play a snap. I'll let you know next year, but I guarantee it's probably gonna be McCarthy.
Woody, who's better, Caleb or McCarthy, and why is the mailman the right answer?
Oh, he's talking about my wife because my kid doesn't look like me. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Nick. That's fucked up.
Fucked up.
She has a big forehead. I don't fucking tell you.
You know, I figured it out. I figured out that Trevor Lawrence might be pretty good with the Denver Broncos because honestly, he's got a face that only a horse could love. So I mean, if you put his helmet in a Denver Broncos helmet, I feel like that's a match made in heaven right there.
And then you can ask him, "Hey, what's with the long face?"
What about Cole?
I mean, they haven't had a horse-faced quarterback since Elway, right? I mean, come on, bro.
Horse like the bartender goes, "Hey, buddy, what's with the long face?"
Funny thing about Trevor Lawrence,
who was the one that called John Elway Mr. Ed? I forget who it was that called John Elway Mr. Ed.
Probably Montana.
I forget who it was, but somebody called John Elway Mr. Ed. That shit was funny as fuck.
What's funny is that funny thing for me, we nickname Trevor Lawrence Mr. Sunshine since he looks like.
Maybe John Elway was fooling around with some really tall chick in Clemson at some point. Maybe that's where that whole thing came from. I don't know. I don't know. A secret love child that maybe his wife Janet didn't know about. I don't know.
Ooh.
Might be.
You never know about these kids today, man. They come out of the woodworks, You're my dad.
I can tell he's not Travis Henry's kid, so at the very least that's not the case. So
try and go through a door at the same time. Oh, yeah.
Well, then those helicopters would really be confused if both of them were in the same room at the same time. Then I could totally see why a helicopter would have a hard time landing. So
yeah.
We lost Woody. He had to go do his bear show.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
M.M. Broski.
Have to deal with Dak.
Dak. That's the worst part of it.
Who?
Dak.
Dak Prescott's a Bears fan now? Like what?
No. Dak.
That is D-A-K as in dumbass Ken. That's what they call him now.
Have Woody give me the link to his site. I want to pop on there in a little bit.
All right, bro. All right, I'll send it to you, bro. I'll get it for you. No worries.
Oh God, I want to hop in there. I want to see who this Dak Prescott is. I love it.
Dak. No, it's Ken. You never
Hope
met
he can get a word in.
I've never met Ken myself. I've never met him.
Really? Holy shit! You'll see why. Because there's two Kens, Ken and Ken in the morning. One's smart and one's a dumbass. That's just how it is, bro. We got to keep.
I know bearded Ken. He's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah,
but I've never met the dumbass Ken.
The other Ken, bro, is the other one. See, look,
I'm gonna go on the show and I'm gonna say Woody for Bears GM. Vote for Woody.
He's always on Fantasyland.
Oh yeah, bro. This guy's got to take on the Bears like you.
Well, drop me a link. I'm going to go on there with him myself. I'm going to see what this motherfucker's like.
They might not let you on.
Philly. Let's go beat him up, Philly. Let's go.
Yeah, he'll be shocked if you come on, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He'll be shocked.
I don't think Ken's gonna let you guys on.
Yeah,
I don't know, Rock. If they have both of us on there, I don't know if they can handle that much intelligence in one room. They probably got to have us separated. I don't think we can both be on at the same time.
I'm going to say this, Rock. If you jump on there with the Bears, my recommendation is do not remind them too much of Cody Parkey. Because I'm sure that's what they'll remember when it comes to
Mr. Double Doink.
Would it be too strong of a comment to say that NASA needs a different baseball program? Is that too soft?
Well, you know what I will say to that for them Bears fans? Motherfucker, that's payback for the fucking Fog Bowl. Fuck you.
Now, Rock, come on. You guys did give us Chris Carter for $100. So let's not fake the funk here. You gave us Chris Carter for $100, and you took Jalen Reagor instead of Justin Jefferson. That's all I'm going to say.
Yo, man, I'm going to tell you something. We gave you a couple of gifts, but we want a gift in your house, so that makes up for that too.
Well, and your guy stole a seat out of the stadium too, and he thought he was going to get away with it. That was hysterical.
I heard about that shit. I heard about that.
Man, I've heard of stupid things, but I'm like, dude, come on. That stadium was like a year old. How do you think you're going to walk out of that stadium with the seat? Come on now.
Yeah, right.
Get out of here.
I mean, some people just ain't got no sense, bro. Come on.
I hate to say it, but we have to call it, man. The good show, and everybody's having a good time, but we got to call it. Our hour is up. I want to thank you guys for coming and commenting. Thank you for your opinions.
Don't forget to drop that link.
Oh, I'll get it.
Hold on, in a couple minutes, Rock.
Yeah, stick around. As soon as this is over, I'll have it to you. All right, fellas. All right, later.
Talk to y'all later.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.